Hello and welcome to Health Matters on Channels Television. Thanks for joining us. I am Mary Alale Yusuf. There's lots of feasting and merrymaking at this time of the year. How far can one go in satisfying the taste buds without causing harm to the body? Can one eat healthy, enjoy the food this season, and still keep that waistline in check? Here's a reminder that it has been established by the World Health Organization that an unhealthy diet and lack of physical activity are major health risks globally. And the journey to a healthy existence begins in infancy. However, it's better to start late than not at all. I'm in the studio with a nutritionist, pharmacist, and CEO of Ola Herbs and Greens Resources Limited in Lagos, Opeluwa Aremu Okulaja. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now, people say it is impossible to enjoy yourself this season without going outside of the healthy eating rules. What do you think?
I don't agree with that. I think everything is about control. Everything is about discipline. Everything is about understanding that food plays a major role in our health because the mouth is the gateway to the body, and that's where most diseases start. So we need to be moderate about what we eat. You can enjoy yourself without overdoing it because at the end of the day, when you've done all that, you have health issues that follow.
What do you say to people who say, look, let's just binge now? It's only a week or two, you know, and then we'll lose the weight after and then eat healthy.
Number one, losing weight is not that easy. It's easy to put on weight, but difficult to lose the weight.
Especially
I know that
as you get older, it
As
seems.
you get older, because your metabolism slows down. I'm a weight loss consultant, and I know I've had people, and they've tried, and they find it hard. So it's better not to add the weight. And then, secondly, the foods we eat are never neutral. Every time you eat something, it does something to your body. Every time you eat a food, whether good or bad, it speaks to your genes, your DNA. So it can tell your DNA to behave right, or it can wake up some diseases that are sleeping. For example, if there's diabetes in a family and you eat the wrong foods, that food will wake up those diabetic genes, and then you'll be in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's like breast cancer in a family and you eat the foods that wake up those genes, they will wake up. But if you eat the right foods, you keep them quiet. This is what you call epigenetics. So you are not doomed by your genes. It's the environment around your genes that are important. What you eat and drink makes a big difference in how your genes will express themselves.
Okay, you know, this time of the year, there's a lot of consumption of meat.
Yeah.
It's like this is the time to eat all the meat you couldn't get throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do to the body? Does that cause any harm?
It does. Because too much meat raises your cholesterol levels, one. Number two, too much meat is not good for your heart. And then it also raises what you call the homocysteine factor. Now, I found out that a lot of people have not heard about it, but this is the most important factor that determines how healthy you'll be, whether you have high blood pressure, whether you have a heart attack. That is what, it's not your cholesterol levels that will determine that.
Is this a factor that can be checked?
It can be checked, but I don't know whether they're checking in this country or not yet. But homocysteine levels are very key, and they're key to every illness. So when you eat so much meat, you raise, because it comes from amino acids, and meat is protein, and protein are made from amino acids. So that's how you raise it.
Okay, so meat, go easy on it, not too much. How much is too much?
Well, I know that in our culture, Africans, we love meat.
Oh, do we love meat?
But meat does a lot of damage to the kidneys also. Okay. I'd say, as far as I'm concerned, I'd say a piece of meat is okay at a time. One, maybe maximum two.
Okay.
But some people sit down. I mean, we've got, I try to explain to people that we love our husbands. We want to give them the meat. But we're not helping them when we put 4 pieces of meat in front of them. Okay. Because we're actually, you know, moving them towards ill health. So 1 or 2 pieces of meat is enough at a time.
Okay, let's talk about fats.
Yes.
People have been groomed, brought up to stay away from fats. They are unhealthy, they are bad, they are the enemy. But it looks as if people's thoughts are changing towards fats. What are healthy fats that people can consume?
Healthy fats include things like avocado, it's a healthy fat. Butter from cows that ate grass. That's healthy fat.
Well, you know, we wouldn't know the cows that ate grass, would we?
Fortunate for us in this country, the cows eat grass. You know, that's how we have. So cows eat grass a lot. But abroad, they put them together, not in all cases, but they have some cows that they raised right. They ate the right grass so that what they'll produce, we know what an animal eats, is what's going to produce for us to eat. So if the cattle or the cow are raised that way, you get the right fat from the butter that comes from them.
You say butter.
Butter is not
margarine.
Evil. Margarine is bad. Margarine is not natural. Margarine is made by taking liquid vegetable oils and adding hydrogen to it and forcing it to become hard. Then while they're doing that, they bleach it. They'll not only bleach it, and then when they are trying to make it hard, they put it over things like nickel, terrible metals like that, to activate the process. And they hydrogenate it. Then they add things to decolorize it. So it's not natural. Butter, all they do with butter is just, you get the milk from the cow, they churn it. They churn and churn till it becomes hard. So it's 100% natural. But margarine and spreadables are not natural. They are made from vegetable oils that have been, they're trans fat.